Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filters. This broadcast starts now.
For the energy, I ain't worried, give a fuck about the enemy. Beat his ass, got him thinking it was 10 of me. That's why tonight I'm on the weed, not the Hennessy. Niggas lying, but I tell you how it really be. Dropping game, I could sprinkle for infinity. I'm the player of the year if I do say, cause I treat a Saturday like a Tuesday. Came through with the sauce for the soul food. Eat good, smoke great, that's a whole move. Whole time, half time for the smoke break. In the mission, from the mission for the long cake. Laced up, rope chain.
What up, though?
Top down, titties out, let them sun dry. I'm that nigga and I said it before I had proof.
What's good, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. That's 7-ish. 7-ish. And it's 7-ish. That means that we doing the podcast-ish. Right?
Yeah. What's good, everybody? Thanks for tapping in and tuning in for another episode of That's What I Said. We are live from Studio B. What's good, babe?
Chilling. Just chilling. We live on Twitch. We live on Facebook as well as YouTube. I appreciate everybody taking the time to join us. Please share, like, do all the good stuff y'all normally do on the people y'all sit there and stare at on YouTube and Facebook. Do the same thing for me. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Do all these things. And it just, not even just massages the algorithm for YouTube, but it gives your boy an opportunity to get to the top. Gives your boy an opportunity to get to the top. Not just to the top so that everybody can see me and hear it and everything else with the podcast, but it gives us an opportunity to be able to do a lot more things, not just with the podcast, but with everything that we're doing on social media and what we're doing collectively for the podcast, with the podcast, as a business, as a company, and as an entity. So,
absolutely,
this week has just been weird. Let me just put it out there like that. It has just been weird.
Mother Nature on her bullshit.
I mean, this winter storm is just,
they have been back to back to back to back.
It's been ridiculous. I mean,
and another one's coming.
Yeah, and another one's coming. So we haven't had snow here in Virginia for the last 2 years, and yesterday, and we got like 2 inches. I mean, where's my button at?
Really, nigga?
We only got 2 inches. So I guess you really can't complain too much about it, but it's one of those things where it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get snow, 1 or 2 inches, okay. But if you in a state where you predominantly get snow in the wintertime, you're kind of expecting like more along the lines of 5 to 8 or more, you know.
Yeah, especially if you're in one of those states.
Yeah, you know, and some people don't like snow. I get it. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody, you know, pick your poison.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm used to being someone that, you know, especially being a December baby. I'm used to the snow in the wintertime so that you can actually, you know, just think that it's wintertime. I mean, you can't think that it's wintertime just because it's cold. Just saying. Just because it's cold don't mean you can think that it's wintertime. I don't care who you think that it's wintertime. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. Being that it's cold, that means it's just cold. It just doesn't happen that way. It's just cold. But being that it's cold, that means it's just cold. That
extra
That's
oomph
just-
of,
it's just cold.
you know, it being
But
wintertime.
when you
And you
have
got
that
snow,
that and you
extra
actually
oomph of,
are,
you know, it being wintertime.
you're able to
and you
enjoy
got snow, and you actually
the winter and
are
you know,
be in the festive mood.
you're
Whatever
able
the case may
to
be, throw
enjoy
snowballs, do snow angels, do the
the
stupid
winter
shit you
and
normally do.
you
Think
know,
you can slide
be in the
when you know you
festive
can't
mood,
sled
whatever the
and
case may
slide
be.
and
Throw
do all that shit
snowballs,
you
do snow
used to do
angels,
when you was
do the
younger.
stupid.
It doesn't matter. It's just
Yeah.
a fun aspect of wintertime.
Yeah.
And the last 2 winters hasn't been that for us. It's just been cold and cold.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been that
Shit you
that
normally
Cold
do
and
think you
windy.
can slide
cold
when
and
you know you
windy
can't sled
and
and
it
slide and do all that
matters
shit.
to
You
nobody.
used
I
to
mean,
when
it
you was
really
younger.
does nothing. It doesn't
Just be
matter.
cold and
It's
piss
just
you
a
off.
fun aspect of wintertime.
We
And the
have,
last 2
like I
winters
said,
hasn't
not
been
had
that
a
for
winter,
us.
a
It's
true
just
winter
been
anyway,
cold
and
and
kind of aggravating.
cold.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's just like
you
I
know,
said, been
it's just
cold
been
and
that
Cold and windy.
cold
not
and windy
something
and
that you
it
would ideally
matters to
think
nobody.
that
I mean,
is
it really does nothing.
wintertime.
Just be cold and
And
pisses you
going
off.
forward, it's just
So,
something that we've, I think, gotten
we
used to
have,
now.
like I said, not
With
had a
how
winter, a
this
true
whole
winter
weather thing's
anyway,
been
and
going
it's
on. So
been
now
kind of
it's, you know, we
aggravating,
got
to be
our
honest
little
with
2
you. It's
inches,
just
yeah,
like I said,
whatever,
been
you know,
cold
and,
and what I find strange
not
is
something
tomorrow
that you would
it's gonna
ideally
be like
think
7
that
degrees in
is
the morning
Yeah.
and
winter
shut the
time,
schools
and
down. Going forward, it's just something that
County
we've, I think,
offices
gotten
are on
used to
2-hour
now
delay.
with how this whole weather thing's been
I appreciate
going
that,
on.
Dom.
So
I
now
appreciate
it's,
that.
you know, we got
Hey,
our little
what's
2
good,
inches,
Dom?
yeah, whatever.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
tapping
Hey,
in, bro.
what I
Speaking
find
of
strange is
support,
tomorrow it's
Man.
going to be like
make
7
sure
degrees in the morning,
And when
Yeah.
y'all ain't
and
doing
they
y'all,
shut the schools
you know,
down. Your stroll through YouTube
And
lane.
county offices.
Y'all go in that
are
search
on a
bar
2-hour
and type
delay.
in Kendrick Leaf,
And
Kindred.
I appreciate that, Dom. I
Leaf.
appreciate that.
Oh, what's
and-
good, Dom?
Yes, sir.
Follow
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
tapping
Hey,
in, bro.
Dom.
Speaking of
He
support
does
cigar reviews,
Man,
make sure
off the
if
chain.
when y'all
And
ain't doing
yes,
y'all,
and
you know,
he's
your
magnified
stroll
it to a
through
point
YouTube
where,
lane,
you know, he's doing,
Yeah.
you know, doing
y'all go in that
his
search
own
bar
lane,
and type in
he's,
Kendrick Leaf,
a connoisseur
Kindred
of cigars and
Leaf.
pretty much, you know, can tell
And
you as much as
follow
he knows
my boy,
about cigars, enough
Dom.
to where you would probably
does
want to
cigar
get into
reviews.
it if you're not
And
into it.
off
And if
the
you
chain.
are
And is-
into it,
yes,
it gives
and
you an
he's
opportunity to say,
magnified
hey,
it to a point where you
let's
know
do
he's
it.
doing doing his own lane, and he's
So yes,
a
please,
connoisseur
please,
of cigars, and pretty
something's wrong
much
with my audio.
can tell
Like
you
what?
as much
What's going
as
on with my
he
audio?
knows about cigars, enough to
audio
where you
tripping?
would probably want to get into it if you're
Y'all
not
hear me out
into
there?
it, and if you are
Everything
into
good?
it, it gives
Gucci?
you an opportunity to say, "Hey, give me a
Let's
thumbs
do
up
it.
in the chat."
If, my audio's good.
So yes, please,
I've been having
please.
this problem with
Something's wrong with my audio.
like what
YouTube,
not so much.
What's going on with my audio?
Everywhere else, it's been
Is my audio tripping?
So that's echo.
Echoey.
Can y'all
Okay.
hear me out there?
And I don't
Everything
know
good?
why.
Gucci.
It makes absolutely no sense why it would
Give me a
be
thumbs
echoey,
up in the
'cause I
chat
don't have
if my audio's good.
anything remotely close.
I've been having
to
this
being
problem
on
with
that would make my
YouTube,
audio
not so
echoey.
much.
But,
Everywhere else, it's
yeah,
been.
I've been dealing with this for the last couple of weeks
echoey.
now. I
Okay,
understand it.
but
and I don't know why.
Trying,
It makes absolutely no sense why it would be echoey.
Do
I
a
don't
couple
have
added
anything remotely close
filtering.
to being on that would make my audio.
And that's the other
echoey.
thing too. I think that's the
But
yeah. I've been
dealing with this
downside
for the
to
last couple of
doing
weeks. I don't
your
understand it.
your
But,
podcast live.
Trying to
You get to do a couple of
troubleshoot while
added
you're doing this dang thing.
filtering.
Feds got you tapped,
bro.
and that's the other thing
That-
too. I
that's
think
a
that's the
possibility.
I was just about to
the
say,
downside to doing your
That's a
well, y'all might
possibility.
be right.
Your podcast
But
live.
I'm
You
gonna
get
keep it short,
to,
y'all. I'm not gonna be here long. Troubleshoot
I
while
just said it
you're
was an open convo.
doing
and the
this
reason why I say
damn
it's an
thing.
open convo 'cause we don't
Feds
really
got
have
you
a topic
tapped.
tonight.
Tonight's topic is just gonna be
That's a possibility.
not just off the cuff.
I was
mean,
just
I have a
about
few
to
things I
say,
want to talk
well,
about, but it's not.
That's a
a-
possibility.
Y'all might be right.
What you would
But
call planned.
I'm gonna keep it short, y'all.
organized,
I'm not gonna be
and
here long.
scripted. Yeah,
I just said it was an open
One
convo,
where
and the
we
reason why I
know
say it's an open
exactly
convo
what
because
we're
we
gonna
don't
talk
really
about.
have a
Yeah,
topic
just
tonight.
right, just go.
Tonight's topic is just gonna be
So let's
not just
try to
off the
go down
cuff.
this
I mean, I
small
have a few
lane
things that
real
I'm gonna
quick.
talk about, but
This-
it's
this-
not.
It ain't a rabbit
a,
hole. It's just a small lane.
I was gonna say, do
what
you
you would
gotta tap the
call
music
planned,
already?
No, we're not gonna do
organized
that. I'm just trying to
and
figure out what the fuck's going on with
scripted,
football.
podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
but
one where we know
Lord,
exactly what we're gonna
I
talk
mean,
about.
yeah, I mean,
and
okay,
just
so-
right, just go.
Let's
go down the trickle down
so
theory.
Let's
Dallas
try to
out.
go down this small lane real quick.
Philadelphia Eagles
Just,
out.
just, it ain't a rabbit hole. It's just a small lane.
I was gonna
Which is
say, do you
Pittsburgh
got the
out.
music
Yeah, and
already?
just to
No,
say
I'm
those
not
two
gonna
teams,
do
that. I'm just trying to figure the out way what they the fuck's going on with football. teams and bullied teams and
Lord.
played teams throughout the season. I mean, you almost okay, had expectation so that the We can go down the
NFC,
trickle down theory. Dallas out.
Division round and
Philadelphia
and,
Eagles out.
Championship game was going to be, epic.
Which
And
is
now it's kind
Pittsburgh
of like,
out. Yeah, and just to say those two
it'll be
teams,
all right. I
the
mean,
way they
Detroit's
did
in it,
teams and bullied
was
teams
when they
and-
first,
and
playoff
played
games
teams throughout the
since,
season, you almost
what
had
is it,
expectation that
90
the
or 2000 something. NFC
No, it's longer than
division
that.
round and
in the 90s. I wanna say it was
championship game was going to
90
be
something. I can't remember.
epic, and
But,
now it's kind of
91,
like
I think they said.
somewhere
Well,
around there.
I
But they
mean,
won their
it'll
first
be all
playoff
right.
game
I
in
mean,
many years. Detroit's in it,
and they're
when they first,
going into the
playoff
division round,
games
which is good.
since
And,
what is it?
I don't know.
or
For me,
2000
it was
something?
just a shock to see Dallas
No,
get beat
it's
up the way
longer
they
than that.
did. It was a shock
It was
to
in the
me to
90s.
see
I wanna
how
say it was 90
Philly played.
something.
I can't remember.
But I mean,
91, I think they said.
somewhere
And then-
around there.
and
But
then
they won their
the
first playoff game
Houston
in many
game.
years.
and they're going into the division round, which is
I
good.
was
And
like,
I don't know. For me, it was just a shock to see Dallas get beat up the way they did. It was a shock for me
He
to
did
see
his
how
thing,
he did his thing.
Philly
and I
played.
think the reality is he showed the
Right.
world
I mean,
that just because
And
I'm a
then-
rookie
and
doesn't
then
mean I
the-
can't play
the
football.
Houston
But
game,
a lot of
absolutely.
rookies, a lot of rookies, and not to mention, let me say
was
this
like,
too.
yo,
Not only is he a rookie, he's a
what
rookie
is
quarterback of the
going
Houston
on?
Texans.
Stroud,
But
I think
Ryan is
he
the
actually
rookie
came
coach.
out and
Yeah, he did
So
his thing.
he did his thing, and I It's- think it's the reality definitely, is he showed the world
gonna brew
that,
up to be a good game
just
between
because I'm a
Houston and
rookie doesn't
Baltimore.
mean I can't play football.
And
But
then
a lot of rookies.
That's on Saturday, and then Sunday.
A lot of rookies, and not to mention, let me
Gonna
say this
have
too:
Chiefs and Buffalo
Not only is he
again.
a rookie, he's a rookie
Right.
quarterback of the
It's
Houston
a
Texans, but
rematch.
D'Amico Ryan is the rookie
rematch for the
coach.
rematch for the rematch for the rematch.
So
This is
Right.
like
it's
the
it's
third or fourth
definitely
fucking rematch in the playoffs.
Going to
It's
brew
getting
up to be a
ridiculous.
good game between Houston and Baltimore,
It's crazy.
and then that's
will
on
this
Saturday,
be the
and then
true
Sunday
test for Buffalo to get out of the
going to
funk of
have
actually
Chiefs and
being able to
Buffalo again.
beat the Chiefs,
right. It's a
get
rematch.
to the AFC
Yeah,
Championship
rematch
game.
for the rematch for the
And 9
rematch for
times
the
out of
rematch.
10,
Right,
like
and get to the Super
Their third or
Bowl.
fourth fucking rematch in
Well,
the playoffs.
we gotta
It's
see
getting
who they're
ridiculous.
know. Right,
Um,
right. It's
I'm
crazy.
not counting the Chiefs
But
out.
just-
Don't get me
Th-
wrong.
will
I'm
this
just
be
saying
the
that if
true
Buffalo
test for
beats the
Buffalo
Chiefs
to get out of the
and
funk
gets to
of
the
actually
AFC
being able
Championship
to
game, beat the Chiefs,
which I mean,
get
yeah,
to the
it has be
AFC
a- it has to be
Championship
a fart in
game.
church to happen.
Mhm.
But
and 9 times out of
if-
10,
And get
if
to the
Buffalo
Super Bowl.
makes it,
well,
and
we got to
get to
see
the
who
AFC
they're
Championship
playing.
game,
Right,
who are they playing?
right.
Are they going to?
I
I'm
mean,
not counting the Chiefs
it's
out.
just-
Don't get me
Houston
wrong.
Texans,
I'm
or
just
they gonna
saying
play
that if Buffalo
know.
beats
Baltimore,
the Chiefs
Ravens,
and gets to the
Or-
AFC
They ain't no or.
Championship game, which
What about the
I mean,
Niners?
yeah,
and,
you have to be a,
They're
it
not
has
in
to
the
be a fart in
damn-
church
do
to
you
happen.
watch
But
football
and know who's
if-
in what division?
if Buffalo
I know,
makes
but
it,
I'm just
no,
saying at the
and
Super
get to
Bowl,
the AFC
they-
Championship
we
game.
ain't talking about
Who are
Super
they
Bowl.
playing?
I'm talking
Are
about
they going to
AFC
play
Championship game.
I'm not talking about
Houston
Super Bowl.
Texans.
Or are they going to play?
You got to get through the AFC
Baltimore,
Championship game.
Ravens
Or-
be considered to be in the
or-
Super It ain't no
Bowl.
or. You got to get to that point first.
What I about was the already past Niners? it.
No,
and,
how you
They're
gonna
not
get
in the
past it? It ain't
damn. Do
happening.
you watch football and know
Like-
who's in what
I
division?
know, but I'm just
No.
saying.
Bitch,
at
what?
the Super
No.
Bowl, babe.
We ain't talking about Super Bowl.
Can't
I'm
be.
talking about AFC Championship game. I'm not talking about Super
We ain't
Bowl.
there yet.
You got to get through the
but
AFC
it's-
Championship
it's
game.
slowly
to even be considered
approaching.
to be in
It's
the
getting
Super
to the point.
You
I
got to
think
get to that point first.
I was already past it.
No, how you gonna get past it? It ain't happening. I mean, I wouldn't say
Like,
people. I'm just saying
I
certain
know, but,
teams and certain individuals
My-
are starting to
my
look at
thought process.
these teams that are not just in the playoffs, but what's going to happen to these other teams when it comes to coaches and players and things of that nature, and how teams are going to recover, get players, and try to be more competitive in the next season. That's the whole thought process in the offseason. Doesn't matter if you sit on the couch or not or watching games. That's just what teams are doing. It's like, okay, our next goal is a draft. Who are we going to get to do it, to do what we need to do?
Yeah.
And are we going to have the same coach? Are we going to have the same quarterback? Are we going to have this? It's like so many different factors that goes into how teams go into the offseason and getting ready for preseason that I don't know. I'm strongly and I'm still against this whole 3-game preseason.
Yeah.
It-
Oh, good. The echo is gone. Thanks, Dom.
That's what's up.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. I just think that, to be honest, I think that the whole aspect of how you take away a game in the preseason to get teams ready for the regular season. To me, you take that one game out, that takes a lot out of a team, especially the way coaches and the way teams play in the preseason. A lot of times, your starters don't even play the first 2 games.
Right, exactly.
And if they do play the second game, it's like maybe the first series.
Yeah.
It's maybe the first series. It may be like you in there and you get a first down and you out.
Yeah.
You might
I
go
mean, you
through
don't even really get a good feel for how they're actually going to play, or is that
Is this going to be your starting 11 going forward? Your starting offense? Is this going to be your starting 11 defense? You know, is this going to be the defense?
And are they even giving their 100% at that point?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think the starters that are established starters do 100%. It's the rookies and the people that sign in the offseason that come in and got to prove a point. Mm-hmm. And I think this season proved to be that exact thing. And I can only talk about the team that I root for, and I'm talking about the Chiefs. It took the Chiefs almost damn near 17 weeks to figure out their whole wide receiver core. And it's sad, but the true reality is they probably still haven't figured it out. I mean, yeah, okay, we had a good game against who we played. The reality is, did we really show up the way we need to show up in the playoffs? We played the Miami Dolphins. To me, it was more of a Tyreek's first game back at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
In sub-degree temperature.
And I think the Chiefs just needed to prove a point to him.
Rather it was cold or not. Yeah, I think it was. But at the same time.
It really was. It was proving to him, just because you left, we still got it, bro.
They did that in Germany. I think it was more so we didn't do it enough. We got to do it at home. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, you had a touchdown. That's great. But.
Right. Thanks for playing.
That was not enough for us. So, I don't know. I just think that this year is going to be different. San Francisco is the team to beat in the NFC, and Buffalo is the team to beat in the AFC. So we're going to see how everything, you know, rounds up to each other. What else is going on? I mean, shit, they had what,
They had the Emmys last night.
They had the Emmys, yeah. They had the Iowa caucus. They had, what else? Nothing.
Give it up to Niecy Nash.
Yeah, she did. She won the Emmy. That's what's up. She won the Emmy.
She
That's
sure
good.
Did.
That's what's up. I saw Christine Applegate get up there, and they did a thing for her. She hasn't been out in public a lot because she was just diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So it was, you know.
They did a standing ovation for her.
They did. Yeah, I saw that. So that was good. That was good. But what the hell else is going on besides the weather?
Besides the weather
and football
and coaches getting fired left and right, and
no, that ain't even really.
Folks is, you know, announcing retirements and
I mean, it's aliens. I'm done. Yeah, that believe it or not, that's a thing right now.
Over in the UK somewhere, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I thought I saw.
It's definitely been a weird situation going on over there. I don't pay attention to bots, and bots don't pay attention to me. So I think I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bone to pick. It's okay. Look, aliens been out here for years.
Yeah,
like years, and it's one of those things that I think. It's been shit.
You hit the button.
I'm not going down there. I'm not doing it.
Why?
I need to play the X-Files, but I don't have it yet. I mean, I have it, but I don't have a program. So
that it hits the rabbit hole button.
It's okay. So look.
Damn.
So look, we all know that this whole situation when it comes to fucking aliens has been something that is probably been in the back of our minds, but we don't really pay attention to it. We pay attention to it enough to where we know the government's bullshit. You bullshitting, you know.
Right.
You know, whatever. We know y'all know some shit. And then there's some of us that was in the military where we knew we was on a base that not everybody can get on, and we saw shit that a lot of people didn't see. But we didn't see that. We didn't see aliens. We didn't see spaceships. I don't care how many times I went to Fallon, how many times I was in Vegas. I didn't see no Area 51 wasn't even something that I thought about going to go tour.
Right.
I mean,
who the hell wants to just go do that?
I'm taking y'all down this trip because I need y'all to follow me of how some people think. So
shit's wild.
For those that follow me and know me, I've been doing this shit for 4 years, this whole podcasting thing, and
people know that I'm retired military. So, of course, some people that are not exposed to the military are only, I will say this. It's not that they're not exposed to it. They have their own thought process when it comes to the military or, the people that were in the military. And they think they lock you in a closet and teach you close quarter combat, or they, put you in a room and teach you how to kill somebody, whatever. They do all these weird shit. They don't do that. Let me put that out there. They don't do that shit. The military is one of those government entities to where they teach you the basics on how to do the job and do it right.
And survivor skills.
And survivor skills. It's not about understanding how many pressure points a person has and which one's going to take somebody down. That's totally different training that you will get at some point if needed.
Right.
But it's not a primary part of the conversation of being in the military.
And you may already know it from a different training.
And you may have known that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
For real.
You may be exposed to that from other training outside of the military, which nobody's going to judge you for. They just like, add that to his resume because that's the person I want beside me. But the thing that we don't do, just to throw it out there, the one thing that we don't do is go around looking for alien shit.
No.
Okay? I don't care who's told you this or where they got their information from. This shit's been here way before the military. This shit's been out here way before Ced was in the military. This shit was out here way before a lot of people was in the military.
Yep.
There's stuff that they're just going to keep from you just because they can.
Mm-hmm.
I just had this conversation with my wife, and I have to mask it so I don't necessarily. I mean, you know how people listen and shit. But in the military, they train their officers a certain way. They tell them things a certain way. They tell them, you don't tell your people this, but this is how we're going to write it. And the reason why they're writing it this way is to protect their own ass. Now, why is that important?
Don't tell no one.
Right.
But this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing. It's not going to benefit the junior sailors. They're just going to take the orders and go with it. Whereas you, sir, you're benefiting from it because it's a complete contradiction. We know what we're going to do, but on paper, no, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this weird way of saying remote work. For those people that work, that have jobs, and when COVID happened, they instituted something that was already in place. Remote work. Remote work has been a thing for years, especially with contractors. Now, there's a slippery slope with that because some places say remote work, and then people want to put a little couple of names in front of it so that it's ad lib of that same said position. Why is that important? Because now, when winter, the roads get bad. We don't have a snow day. Remember in school you had snow days and you had to make those snow days up later in the year, and then somehow by some form of slut magic, here comes June and you're still in school and you're like,
the fuck?
Right.
It's freaking sad because that shit always happened. Always fucking happened.
So they say, oh yeah, we got your snow days. We're going to give you them days off, but you're going to make them days up. They do that shit at work.
Yes, they do.
They do that shit at your job. If y'all not been paying attention.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
We're going to give you these days because we know you can't travel. But 4th of July weekend, that Friday, we might have, what they call a 96, where you get 96 hours off, where you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. But why is it called 96 hours when you already have fucking Saturday and Sunday off anyway?
And typically that's only for military.
Are you reading me?
Yeah.
You already have Saturday and Sunday off. But to get a 4-day weekend, they call that 96 hours of liberty. Bitch, I'm already off Saturday and Sunday.
Because they give you Friday and a Monday.
Oh, because you're gonna add Friday and Monday to the mix, and it's now for it. Come on. Come on. And it's like you pay for that even through your hard work. Even through your hard work, you still pay for that. Why is that important? Because we have been mass manipulated to believe that this is an okay practice when really it's not. You already getting Saturday and Sunday off. So now if they add Friday on there, 72 hours, you got to be back at work Monday. Okay, I'm off on Friday, right? Yeah, okay. There was times when we would get 96 hours of liberty and get off early on Thursday.
I was just about to say you get Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
And then they be like, no. It was never Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because what they would do is, if Monday was the holiday,
they release you at like noon on Thursday.
you get released at noon on Thursday, and then you would have to call in on Monday. On Friday. Call in on Friday to do a muster, just so that they make sure you're okay. Because they're not authorized to give you a total of 5 days off. When you get off on Saturday and Sunday anyway. Come on. This
sounds like some bullshit to me.
I'm not going to say it is. I'm just going to say I think that it's... We have to understand that there are things that are in place for us to just say okay to when we're really not thinking about it, because they already got us programmed to think that we have to go to work every day. We have to go work for somebody. We have to go punch in the clock. We have to go sit at a desk and be there at a certain time and sit in front of a computer that they have to teach us how to use the program that they use, to point and click and type in some letters and some formulas into this fancy little program that they created just so that they look good. You're managing their systems.
Yeah.
But then it's harder for someone like us to get a job. I mean, not even to get a job, but to get our own business. It's harder for people like us to even be in a situational awareness to say, I want to create my own business and create funds for my legacy and my family. It's harder for us to do that because the steps to do that is not there. It's not in the library where you can just go there and be like, yes, I need about... I need some references for, I don't know, entrepreneurship.
Right.
You know how many books is written on entrepreneurship in the vision of other people?
Yeah. Appreciate
Thank you, Mr. Best. Thank you so much. And Happy New Year to you and your family.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, sir.
I really do. I don't get it. I mean, I can say this now at 50. Well, I've been saying it long before then. But
True.
But I can say this. At 50, there are things that I've experienced in my life that I've always shook my head at and never could understand. But still did them because there was always an instant means. It was like, you got to have money to do this. And in order for you to do this, you got to have money. So it's like, okay, I guess I got to go to work. So, you're going to work, and then you've been working there for 15, 20 years. And it's like, man, I need to retire. And then when you retire, you never really are retired.
You go to work again.
You got to go back to work. It's like they put you in this vicious cycle to where no matter it's like they put you in to do or what you're trying to create. This vicious cycle always to where like you have to go no matter work for what you are trying to do or what you're trying to create.
Right. To be
you're
able
always
to
feeling like you have to go work for somebody just to get some money.
Be above to be able to
make ends meet.
Absolutely. Either make ends meet or a lot of people be above that bubble,
absolutely
feeling, but
and
be above
and a lot of people
to have that the water, so to say, where you're like drowning feeling, but
right.
Well,
I'm gonna say this,
the water, so to say, where they getting damn close,
right. But I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't realize this.
Your lips ain't hitting the water yet, but they getting damn close,
right. But I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't realize this. As pastors, no, your salary is people think part that of because you're a pastor that you're getting some type of part of the tithes and offering. No, your salary is part of your congregation. Now people don't realize that, but the church is part of the tithes and offering. It's part of how people are taking care of the organization. Okay, Now people don't realize that, but the churches are nonprofit. Writers that become authors,
It's a business.
that
It's an
become
organization,
songwriters, that become producers. People that
They
become
are working hard
writers,
to
that become
create
authors, that
something
become
that
songwriters, that
allow
become
people
producers. To be
They
entertained,
are working
with the
hard to
passion that they
create
have.
something
Right, exactly.
that
The
allow
same thing
people
with a pastor, the same
to be
thing with a
entertained
doctor, a nurse,
with the
whatever,
passion
it's a
that they
service
have.
that they provide.
Right, exactly.
The same thing
And
with a
people say,
pastor, the
well,
same thing with
if
a
they're
doctor, a
providing that
nurse,
service,
whatever. It's a
shouldn't we
service that they
pay-
provide. You know, pay them or give them some type
And
of
people say,
reciprocity.
well,
for them
if they're providing
giving us
that
those
service,
things,
shouldn't we
absolutely
pay-
you should. You know, pay them or give them
But
some
you
type
know,
of
people do
reciprocity
this because
for
they
them
love to do
giving
it.
us
It's
those
something
things
that
that they have a
absolutely you
passion
should.
for.
Right.
But you know,
And we
people
don't
do this
pay these
because
people
they
enough
love to do it. It's
or
something that they
appreciate
have a
them
passion
enough.
for.
Teachers.
Well, I was
Right.
going to go there.
And we don't
pay
appreciate
these
them
people
enough,
just like we do
or
teachers.
appreciate them
Teachers,
enough.
teachers.
Paid the bare
Well, I was going to
minimum.
go there.
Oh my
We don't
goodness,
appreciate them enough,
insane.
just
In
like
the
we do
vicious
teachers.
cycle of
Teachers
evolution
get paid
that we have put
paid
our
the
kids
bare
in
minimum
to get
Oh
an
my
education,
goodness,
so
it's
they can go to college
in
and
the
get further
vicious
educated.
cycle of
to now
evolution that
have
we
to
have
go
put
look
our
for a
kids in
job
to
get
pay
an
off
education,
student
so they
loans
can go to
that we
college
send
to
them
get
to
further
school
educated.
to do
To
what?
now have to
Be
go
educated.
look for a
Are we
job
serious right
to
now?
pay off
Right.
student
To get the
loans
house
that we
with
send
the
them to
picket
school
fence
to
and the
do what?
dog.
Be educated. Are we serious
Yeah.
right now?
Right. To get that house.
I shake
with
my
the
head
picket
because Rockefeller-
fence and the dog.
And if y'all been listening to this podcast long enough, y'all know how I feel about it. I shake my head because
He did us
Rockefeller
dirty.
set us.
And if y'all been listening to this podcast long enough, y'all know how I feel about it.
People
He did us dirty.
feel like Rockefeller
have
set
to
us
work
up to the mindset that where
they
we
can't
have
think
today.
about what they can
People
create
feel like
so that they don't
have to work. There's
because they can't
there's a
think
thing
about
called a
what they
niche.
can create so that they don't have to work.
There's a thing called a niche. There's a thing called a
Okay.
niche. NICHE, niche. There's a thing called a niche. Okay.
When you have a passion
NICHE,
to want
niche.
to do something,
And you love doing this
When
one thing,
you
even if
have
you
a
just sit
passion
back
to
and
want
think
to
about
do
the things
something,
you like to do,
whether
and
you're a
love
gamer,
doing this one thing, even
whether
if
it's
you just sit back and
computers,
think about the things you
it's,
like to do,
uh,
whether you're a
auditing,
gamer, money,
whether
numbers,
it's
computers,
English,
it's
telling jokes,
auditing, money,
Right, whatever-
acting,
whatever
numbers,
it is.
whatever it is, English,
How
telling
are you-
jokes, using
Right, whatever-
acting,
whatever you
whatever it is, as a niche.
how are
For
you
the people
using
so that these people
your
can not only
talents
be entertained by your talent
as a
but
niche
be educated
for the
in
people
the value that you have,
so that
off
these
the knowledge
people
that you're
can not only
gaining and
be
retaining.
entertained by your talent,
but be educated in
this
the value
circle
that you
gets
have,
cut
off the
off
knowledge
when
that
people
you're
get
gaining and
tired.
retaining. People get tired of
this
fighting
circle gets
to try to
cut off
have
when
enough
people
money
get
to pay
tired.
this bill or to pay that bill, or they're
People
tired of
get
struggling.
tired
so
of-
they try to
of
find
fighting to
shortcuts.
try to
they don't
have
think about
enough money to
supporting
pay
people
this
bill or to pay that bill, or they're
Right.
tired of struggling.
If there's a
so they try to
niche
find
that's
shortcuts.
out there, the
they
niche
don't
that
think
needs
about
to be,
supporting
I think,
people, elevated to a level to
Right.
where people
If
would
there's
not
a
only
niche
just sit down
that's
and pay
out there,
attention
the
to
niche
it,
that
but get
needs to be,
educated
I
from
think,
it,
elevated
is
to a level
how to not
to where
stay
people
in the
would not only
mundane
just sit down and
situations
pay
of being
attention to it,
programmed
but
to
get
say
educated
you
from
have
it.
to work. Is how to not stay in the mundane
We were
situations
told this
of
in
being
high school.
programmed to say
You gotta work,
you have
get
to
a
work
job
so that you could be responsible and take care of your family. We were
Okay.
told this in high school. I can
You
agree
gotta work
with that
get
to
a
a certain
job
extent,
so
that you could be responsible and take care of your family.
But what is it
Okay.
that
you like to do? I can agree with that to a certain
If
extent.
you like to help people, if you like to educate
But what
people,
is it
if
that you like
push
to
people
do? In a direction to where they not only in a sense of
If
understanding,
you like to
of
help
doing
people,
better in
if
life,
you like to educate
but
people, if you
helping
like to
others
push
be
people
better in
in
a
life,
direction to where they not
how come
only
we're
in a
not
sense of
pushing people to do
understanding of
that?
doing
We should
better
be
in
pushing
life,
people to not
but
only be
helping
entrepreneurs,
others do
but to
better
be
in
able to
life.
help
How come we're
people
not pushing people to do that?
understand
We should
that
be
you
pushing
have a
people to
gift
not
that
only
was
be
given to you,
entrepreneurs, but to be
everybody
able to
has a gift.
help
Everybody, I don't
people
care who you are,
understand
where you're
that
from,
you have a
what your
gift that was
mindset
given
is,
to you,
and how you got
everybody
to the point
has a
that
gift.
you are in life.
Everybody, I don't care who
Everyone
you are,
has
where you're
a
from,
niche.
what your mindset is, and how
Everyone
you got
has
to the
an
point that
ability
you are
to
in
do
life.
something.
And guess what?
Everyone
We
has
never
a
give people
niche.
the opportunity to even understand.
Everyone
what
has
that
an
niche
ability
is. To do something. And guess what?
There's
We
some people
never
that
give
have
people
this
the opportunity
innate
to
ability
even
to be
understand
able
what
to
what
do
that niche
things
is
with money
that other people
There's
wish
some
they can
people
do.
that have this innate
You know what that
ability to
thing
be
is?
able to do
things
things
with money that other people wish they can do.
save.
You know what that thing is? Some people are
Save.
just great at saving because they have the discipline to do it.
Save.
Other people don't have that discipline because it
Some
was never
people are
taught
just
to them.
great at
saving because they have the discipline to do it.
Save.
Other people don't have that
Yes, you have to
discipline
be taught
because it
how
was
to
never
budget.
taught to them.
Yes, you have to be taught how to spend money.
You have to be taught how to
save. Yes,
Not
you
the
have
wrong
to be
way.
taught how
You
to
can't
budget.
just go into the
Yes,
store
you have
and
to
just
be
be
taught
like,
how to spend money.
I got the
The
money for
correct
this,
way.
so I'm buying that. I didn't have it last week.
Not the
but I'm
wrong
getting this
way.
now. You can't just go into the store and just be like,
And then you sit there
I got the money
3
for
days
this, so I'm
later,
buying
like,
that. I didn't
I
have
just
it
got
last
paid now,
week,
but
but
I'm
I'm getting this now. I literally just
And
got
then you
paid
sit
now. I'm broke,
there
and everybody
3
said,
days
"That's
later,
just the nature of
like,
the beast."
I
No,
just
it's
got
not.
paid, now I'm broke.
I was just about to say.
It's
I
not
literally
nature
just
of
got
the
paid
beast.
now I'm broke, and everybody
Always
said that's just the
the
nature of the
same.
beast. No, it's not.
It's the nature of the beast. I was just about to say.
It's not the nature of the beast.
Always
It's the
the
nature of
same.
your beast that
It's
you're not
the
trying to
nature
control
of
it.
the
You need to control that beast It's to where really it's not not your nature no more.
'Cause them
It's the
bills-
nature of your beast that
that's
you're
the
not trying
problem.
to
People
control it.
think
You
that
need to
it's
control
in their
that beast to
nature
where
to
it's
just
not your
spin,
nature
spin,
no
spin.
more. No, it's in your
That's
nature.
the problem. People think
to
that
do
it's
the
in
things
their
that you're
nature to
doing
just spin,
and
spin,
you don't
spin.
want to change it. No, it's
That's
in your
not natural.
nature to do the
So
things
when
that
people
you're
say it's the
doing
nature of the
and you
beast,
don't
no,
want to
that's a
change
false-
it. That's a false.
that's not
saying.
natural.
That's a falsehood. So when people say
Because
it's the nature of
what's
the beast,
natural
no, that's a false.
may
That's
not
a
be
false
natural for
saying. That's a
a lot of
falsehood.
people.
It's natural
Because
for you because
what's
it's
natural
habit forming.
may
You've
not
been
be
doing it
natural
for so
for
long. So it's natural
a lot
for
of
you to
people.
do it. It's natural for you because
That's just like
it's
an
habit
alcoholic.
forming. You've been
An
doing it
alcoholic
for
will
so
pick up a
long.
bottle
So
and
it's
drink it
natural
in
for
the
you
middle
to
of
do
the
it.
day
Because they want to drink.
That's just like an alcoholic. An alcoholic
It
will
could be
pick up
11
a bottle
and
and
like,
drink it in
well,
the
5
middle of the
o'clock
day
somewhere and pour them a
because
drink.
they want to drink.
Yeah.
It's not natural.
It could be 11 o'clock and they're like, well,
You
5
have a
o'clock
problem
somewhere,
and pour them a
ma'am.
drink.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
see, we
natural.
can't have
You have a
not
problem,
necessarily
sir,
an
ma'am.
opinion. We just can't have that
But see, we
feeling
can't
of being able to
have-
fix certain things.
Not necessarily an opinion.
without other
We just
people getting
can't
their feelings
have
hurt. Some
that
people don't want
feeling
to
of
be
being
told
able to
they can't do
fix certain
something
things
that they think is right.
without other people getting their feelings hurt. Some people don't want to.
They just
be told they
that's a
can't do
reality.
something that they think is right. Sad part is, they just.
That's a
I was
reality.
playing my game earlier. Sad part is,
and was on,
I was playing
on
my game
someone's
earlier.
Twitch, was literally in there for like
was
4
on,
hours, 5 hours maybe.
I was on someone's
playing the
Twitch
game off and on or whatever.
was literally in there for like
And
4 hours.
it
5
dawned on
hours
me
maybe.
that
Playing the game off and on
I
or
have the
whatever.
time to do this,
And it dawned on me
when really I could
that
be down in
sitting
I
in
have
front of
the
my
time to
computer,
do this.
figuring out certain things or whatever. And I didn't because I took the day off. I was like,
when
I'm just
really
gonna
I
do
could
whatever.
be down in
Sitting in
and
front of my
then
computer, figuring out certain
like I
things
said,
or
it
whatever.
dawned on
And
me,
I
it
didn't
made
'cause I
me
took the day
realize
off. I was
that
like, I'm just gonna
not
do
everybody
whatever.
has this opportunity, this
And
ability to
then
be able to just
It-
do those
like I
things.
said, it dawned on me and it made me realize
because
that
they have
not
other
everybody has this
responsibilities.
opportunity, this ability to
And I
be
was
able
like,
to just
wow,
do
there's
those
so many
things
people out there that
because they
love
have
to play
other
games, would
responsibilities.
like to be a streamer or a
Right.
gamer.
And I was like, wow, there's so
and
many
have
people
other
out
people
there
watch
that
them and get paid,
love to play
stream.
games, would like to be
Like,
a streamer
literally,
or
you
a
can get
gamer
paid
and
to stream
and
your game.
Have other people watch them and get paid to stream.
Like
I get
like,
paid to
literally,
do a podcast
you can get
or
paid
stream my
to
podcast,
stream your
whatever the
game.
case may be. You can get
Yeah.
paid to do those things.
Like if
I get
that's
paid to
what
do
you
a
love to
podcast
do.
or stream
But
my
if it's not
podcast or
something
whatever
you love
the case
to do
may
and
be.
you feel like it's an
You can
obligation
get
or a
paid
job,
to do
why
those
are you
things
doing it?
if that's what you love to do. But if this is not something you love to
Then
do
you
and you
ask
feel like it's an
that on the
obligation or a
same
job,
coin when
why
it
are you
comes
doing
to
it?
people
that have a job or a 9 to 5? It's like, oh, I got.
Then you ask that
this many
on the
kids to
same
take care of.
coin
I got
when
a
it
wife,
comes
I
to
got a
people that
house,
have
I
a
got
job
this, I
or a
got
9 to
that.
5.
And it's like you got so many
Like, oh, I got,
responsibilities.
this many
take care
kids
of
to take
things.
care of. I got a wife.
But you
I
don't
got a
think
house.
about
I got this. I
what
got
is it that you
and
need
it's like
to do
you
for
got
yourself.
so many responsibilities
Right.
to take
And
care
do
of
you
things,
even like your
but you don't
job?
think about what is
Do
it
you
that you
even
need to do
like
for yourself.
What you're doing
No.
to
Right.
and do you even like your
maintain
job?
or
Do you even
know,
like what you're
obtain
doing?
No.
The paycheck
to
to take care of those responsibilities.
maintain
People
or
live beyond their means to
you
the
know,
point where
obtain the
when you live
paycheck
beyond
to
your means,
take care of those
that job
responsibilities.
is the only
People live
saving
beyond their
grace you
means to the
have.
point where
What's good, Ange?
When you live beyond
How
your
you doing?
means,
What's good?
that job is the only saving grace you have.
in the building.
What's good, Ange? How you doing?
What's good?
And Happy New Year to you and your family, by the way.
in the building. I don't get it.
And Happy New Year to you and your family.
And then
by the
I
way.
mean, not everybody's perfect. I mean, I have my
I just
I
my
don't
struggles
I don't
that I
get
deal
it.
with.
And then
But
I mean, not
I don't
everybody's perfect. I mean, I have my
struggle in the long
my
term.
struggles that I deal with.
There's certain
Right.
struggles that
I
you
don't
deal with that you
struggle
have to
in a long term.
cut off. There's
And not
certain
just
struggles
having to
that
be
you deal
acceptable.
with that you have to,
Regardless of what
cut
it is.
off, and
No,
not
you
just
can't
have it to be
hide.
acceptable.
You can't hide behind
Regardless of what it is,
your struggles. You can't hide
and then you know,
You can't hide
I put it like this.
behind
You can't go to a
your
concert
struggles.
that costs you $300
And
when
then
you coming home and
know,
you like.
I put it
shit,
like
how the
this:
hell am I gonna
you
pay these
can't
light
go
bills?
to a concert that costs you $300.
You just had the time of
When
your
you coming
life.
home and you like,
Well, shit, how the hell am I gonna pay these
like
light
you
bills?
just had the time of your life.
You just had the
Now
time
you
of your
come
life.
home and you got $30 in your pocket, and your
Like,
light
you
bill
just
is
had the time of your
$160
life.
something, and you're like, I got to figure this shit out.
Now you come home and you got $30 in your pocket and your light bill is $160 something.
Don't you think you should have figured that out
when you got paid?
I mean,
Instead of feeling like you got to go to the concert.
You should have figured that out
when you got paid.
But see, we live
Instead of feeling like you got to go to the concert.
society where people feel like They
see,
have
we-
to do
we
the
live
end
in
thing.
this-
They have to do
this-
what's trendy.
The society.
When
When
Beyonce
Beyonce
concert
concert
was going
on, I don't know how many people I
they
knew for a
have to
fact
do
didn't
the
have money
end
for those
thing. They
tickets
have
was
to
going
do
to the
what's
concert.
trendy.
When Beyonce
And I
concert
know
was going on, I
when
don't
I
know
do
how
my
many people I
taxes,
knew for a
that my
fact didn't have money
income
for those tickets
is
was
at
going to
least
the
3 or
concert.
4 times higher than them.
And I know,
and they going to the
when I
concert.
do my
I'm like,
taxes,
I'm not
that
jealous.
my
I'm just
income
like, okay,
is
well,
at
I
least
mean,
3 or
that's what
4
you wanna
times
do.
higher than them. And they
But then
going
it'd
to
be
the
the first
concert.
one
I'm
on
like,
Facebook
I'm not
of what
jealous.
these
I'm just like,
GoFundMe's talking about. Yeah, you
that's
know,
what you want to do.
going through a bad time.
Then there'd
And
be
this
the
is like
first
3 or
one
4
on
months
Facebook
later,
of
and I'm
what
just
these
sitting there like,
GoFundMe's
maybe
talking
if you
about.
take your
Yeah,
ass to
you
the
know,
concert, you wouldn't
going
have
through a
to
bad
GoFundMe, but
time.
that's
And this
just-
is like 3-4 months later, and I'm just sitting there like, maybe if you didn't take
I
your
ain't
ass to
judging
the
you, but,
concert, you wouldn't have
you
to
know.
just GoFundMe. But that's
And I'm not. I'm never gonna be that person. And I'm
I
never
ain't
gonna
judging
look at
you,
somebody's
but,
situation
you
and be
know.
like, "Well, shouldn't you?"
And I'm
No,
not. I'm never gonna be that person.
Something.
And my brother Eli that was in here, I saw him. He was watching or whatever earlier. He will tell you this, and we've had this saying for a minute. And our brother Sensei used to say this: if somebody show you who they are, believe them. That doesn't mean you get emotionally attached by their actions. You just understand this is who they are. You can't judge them. You can't just have these backdoor conversations with somebody and be like, girl, let me tell you about this person. Girl, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about. No, it's not. It's not about that. What it's about is understanding that certain people are going to do what they do. That's just because of who they are. It doesn't matter about where they live at and they're going to complain about it. It doesn't matter where they work out because they're going to complain about it. It doesn't matter about how many baby daddies they got. They're going to complain about it. Doesn't care about how many baby mamas they got. They're going to complain about it. Doesn't matter about the car that they don't have. They're going to complain about it. Doesn't care about the bus pass that they continue to pay for. They're going to complain about it. It's like you are not getting out of these situations because you have a way to complain about it to make it acceptable for you to continue to complain about the same things you're not going to change. That has to stop. That's insanity. That's insanity. We're not helping each other if you're just sitting there complaining about something that you don't want to change because you're just complaining about something you know you're never going to change. And you're complaining about it with other people that have changed their lifestyle and changed the way they look at things to do better while you're sitting here complaining about everything that you could do to change it. You're just complaining about it.
Right, but you watch them get up out the mud.
And now you jealous of them.
Right. You're like, well, damn.
I'm
They
confused.
got a new
Like,
car. They got new place.
Bitch, what?
They got new this. They got new that.
and let's
And
be
you
real.
like, shit.
It's
I
not
need that.
it's not even so much about what they have.
Bitch, what?
It's not about how much they have. It's not about what they accumulate. It's people get jealous of other people's lifestyle because they sit there and say, I wish. It's like Cedric the Entertainer said this. He's like, people have their wish factor. I wish a motherfucker would. No, it's the people really, no, really, not to be funny, but people have that wish factor. And then when it doesn't happen, they're mad at everything. That's like a person going to a casino. They going in there with their last $200 with the expectation that they're going to win a jackpot or get a jackpot.
Right.
And
You
then,
can't have that expectation.
well, that's what happens. It's the get rich quick scheme. I'm going to put my money in this machine and it's going to shit out $10,000 because that's what I need. And then when you don't get that, everybody around you is an asshole.
Right. You don't even get $100.
Like somehow it's my fault that you decided to put your money in that machine and lose it all.
Right.
I didn't do that. Guess what? I came in with the same $200 and I got $900 in my account. But all my bills are paid. It's like people are not using the things that they should as entertainment. They're using it as, I need to get this bill paid. So maybe if I run to the casino and I play some this, that, and third, something I'm good at, I can get, whatever. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like you mad at the world. It's like, why are you taking those type of risks? Same thing with the stock market. Same thing with cryptocurrency. People think that you can get on board with somebody that knows cryptocurrency because tomorrow you're going to have $1,000. No, it don't work that way. You're not a day trader. You're not on the level to where you're doing technical analysis to where you can see somebody that you can see a cryptocurrency or a stock that hits the dip and you can buy the dip because you know it's going up today. You just don't know how far. But when it gets up to a profitable position to where you can sell it,
Now you got a little bit of pocket change. But see, you don't even have enough to where even if it fluctuates, it's even a substantial amount of money. Because if you had that type of money, you wouldn't be complaining about not having any.
Exactly.
Because effectively, and this is real talk, this is I'm gonna be completely transparent. When the stock market was doing up and down this last week, I profited a lot. Not because of the fact that I got a lot in it. It's because I know what movement was happening and where I needed to put my money at to buy certain crypto. Okay, let me stop.
That's a topic for another day.
No, it's not. It's really not. I'm gonna give y'all one of my secrets. Like, no, this is no bull. So last week it was Bitcoin ETF, and a lot of people were like, okay, what does that mean? That means people were able to list Bitcoin as these. It's a. What do I mean? Trying to make it to where it's not a hard conversation or a difficult one for people to understand. So I would say this: when financial institutions are able to actually buy cryptocurrency and trade it on the stock market, it not only elevates the worth of that particular asset, it gives that asset another, I guess you could say, it gives that asset leverage because now it's being traded on a stock exchange and not even at its value. So Bitcoin ETF is ranging between $20 and $40 on the stock exchange. Bitcoin is at what, 42,000, 43,000 a coin?
Right.
So people are like, well, what are we buying into? You're buying into that actual ETF that these financial institutions buy for people to invest in for Bitcoin. So that if the value of Bitcoin goes up, which means that means the value of that stock is going to go up. Which means if you bought into that stock, it's going to go up. Is it going to be the same amount as Bitcoin? Hell no. But you have to understand how the stock market is and how cryptocurrency goes. Both of them volatile as hell. The stock market is only open Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday.
Right.
Whereas cryptocurrency trades
Every day, all day.
every day, all day. So it gives the consumer an opportunity not only to be able to pay attention to the stock market and pay attention to, cryptocurrency, but it gives people the opportunity to be able to watch their money. And that's what a lot of people have that fear of. They don't want to give their money to somebody else in hopes of getting rich.
Yeah.
It's like they rather gamble it away or play the lottery or do all these different things. And to me, that runs its course. To me, that's entertainment. Playing the lottery, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
I mean, it's playing the lotto and going to the casino. It's all about, like you said, it's entertainment. That's your fun money, or should be your fun money, not your bill money or your mortgage or whatever. I mean, you run the risk regardless on either of those two things.
I look at it like this. The opportunity of you getting struck by lightning is greater, or I should say your chance of getting struck by lightning would happen more often than you winning the lottery. That's just a true fact.
Yeah.
So
the odds are just astronomical.
But if you can learn something that you can actually control, which is what money you are investing into whatever,
Right.
product that you're investing in, you can control that. Can you control the market? No. Can you control how much money you make out of it? Of course you can.
Right. And
Because
you
if-
can control how much you put into it.
Well, yeah, you can control dollar cost average or whatever it is that you want into any, asset, regardless if it's IRA, Roth IRA, money market account, if it's
stocks, bonds, whatever the case, you can control the narrative. This is the problem. They want you to believe that the 401k is the end all be all. When you have a job, they want you to invest into a 401k because we got, product match, and if you put in $100, your business, the company you work for is going to put in $100, and some places put in more than $100. That's all great and good until the stock market goes down.
Right.
And then that $100 you put in for that is not what it's worth. It's not what it's worth. If the value of the dollar goes down, it's definitely not going to be the value of what you're putting in. So you can put all these thousands of dollars into your 401k, and then when it's time for you to extract that money out of your 401k, the money you think is in there is not really there. It's just not. Not to mention the fact you're going to have to pay taxes on top of the money that you already put in there. Because you was taxed on the money that you put in there. Then you're going to have to pay another tax just to get the money that you put in there out. Which makes absolutely no sense. Like none. Zero. Nada. But I mean, do what y'all do. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the guy to listen to, because this is not financial advice and never will be. And anybody else that does a podcast or YouTube channel or anything else, they're not going to give you financial advice. All they're going to tell you is that this is happening. What you do with that
thoughts are on what's happening and what the current narrative is.
Right. And what you do with that information is up to you.
Absolutely.
The same thing I tell you with crypto, stocks, or any kind of money making movement that you're trying to do in life. Do your own research. It's up to you.
Yep. Facts.
But you can't complain about there's no opportunities out there to make money, or there's no opportunities out here to save or anything else when you're not doing your own research to find out what those opportunities are. Or for that matter, there's opportunities that's been told to you, and you're just not following through with those. That has absolutely nothing to do with me, my wife, or anybody, anywhere. It's up to you.
Yep.
Now, will people like me help you if you have a question about certain things? Of course I would. From whatever I know, I can help. But if I don't know it, can I get the information? Of course I can.
Right.
So I'm still going to help. I'm not going to shoot from the hip and just tell you some BS in hopes that it's the right information or something that sounds good. And then you do it, and it's like, hey, bro, you told me I could put $500 in this, and now I only got $230. Well, did you pay attention to the market? Well, you didn't tell me I had to do all that. Yeah, the hell I did. I told you all that before you put your money into it. Any asset like crypto or the stock exchange is highly volatile. Highly volatile.
Absolutely.
We're not going to even talk about precious metals, because precious metals has its own value. Gold, silver, platinum, things of that nature has its own value. The problem is that at one point in time before 1971, it was back, the money, our dollar was backed by gold. It was backed by the gold standard. Do your own research and look it up. When they took it off, when they took the dollar off the gold standard, that's when the dollar started having its own volatile value, and it really didn't mean shit because it wasn't backed by gold. When it was backed by gold, everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted it because it had value. Now gold, you could do your own research and find out how much gold was worth back in, I don't know, say 1970 to what it is now. And everybody can be like, oh yeah, we already know it was lower than what it is now. Okay, you would have had gold back then and saved it until now, we wouldn't have these conversations.
Bling bling.
Right. So anyway, you got anything for these people before we leave?
The only thing I can say is enjoy the rest of your week. Pay attention to your weather wherever you are. Stay safe, stay warm, and love on your people.
Facts.
Peace out.
Facts. We out of here, y'all. And we have a big year coming up. So I want y'all to make sure that y'all tap in and follow, subscribe. Please make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's what I said. Please make sure that y'all follow and subscribe to Facebook, Twitch, and everything else. And again, to everybody that pays attention on Twitch, that looks at the lives on Twitch, I appreciate it. Everybody that engages on social media, Facebook, I appreciate it. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here.
Love y'all to life, and we see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
Thanks for listening to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Make sure to like and subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode.